Hello and welcome back to Lord of Heroes on Nearest Gaming. We have our update day today with all of the new things. Let us start getting into those. We are going to start by summoning for Dark Biryu. I have enough to guarantee him. Let's see if we can get him sooner than 90. I have been saving for a while because they haven't added a new summon hero for quite a while, so had the time to. It's been quite wonderful now to actually use them. First summon is not going to have him, but it is going to have one of his relics, so let's look at that. This is his refined relic. Upon attacking, 70% chance to grant the user Pierce for 1 turn. This will get up to a 90% chance and up it to 2 turns at max rank. This is if you're wanting him to be more of a damage dealer. Nothing on the second one, but we are getting tons of relics and leveling things up finally, so that's nice. There's 30. Nothing yet. 40. Still no Biryu, but we are getting more of his relics. We have both of his first 2 up to tier 2 now. 50? I lost track of the count. I believe we're up to 50 pulls now. Any of these that you get that are already maxed out, you'll get double link traces, I believe they are called, for the link shop. Not on 60. 70, still nothing. Getting lots of tier 6s now, though. 80. So we're looking to hit the 90 for the guarantee. But we've gotten a lot of decent stuff on the way. So here it is.
현무의 전승자 비류, 주군께 인사 올립니다.
Voila! There he is. Oh, don't need to see all this. Oh! And we got a copy of Waterloomy, so I will be able to unlock an aptitude for her. I am fine with this. Kind of weird that they were both on the tail end of that 90. And we still have enough for a 10 pull going into the future. Here he is, Dark Biryu, Commander. Here is his Unascended, his Ascension 1, and his Ascension 2. Let us look at his abilities and his relics. So for his 1, attack selected enemy, 50% chance to inflict petrification and silence for 1 turn. This will get an extra 10% debuff chance at level 4 and 6, capping at 70, which is much better than the starting. This would be a decent priority to get going, because 50 is not good at all, if we're being honest. 70 is pretty decent. His 2, cooldown of 3 turns, fills burst gauge by 156, attacks all enemies, increases attack by 30%, stacking up to 3 times. Now, with the rest of them it says that removes after a wave of enemies, I noticed, but this one doesn't. I would imagine it still does, and it's just a typo, but we'll have to experiment with that. Deals 10% more damage for every debuff on the enemy. And this actually gets an extra 5% attack at level 2 and 4, and an extra 10% at 6. So this caps at 50% per stack, for a maximum of 150 after only 3 stacks, which is an amazing increase in attack power. Definitely high prioritize level this one, if you can, / want to. His burst, spirit costs 3, attacks a selected enemy, deals up to 5 times additional damage depending on enemy's maximum health, and grants reflect for 1 turn. This is straightforward, just gets more damage. If you're wanting to maximize him out as a DPS, get this eventually. Not terribly a high priority right off the bat. And we have attack stat and damage against light stat and his commander ability. Upon attacking in the Glacier of Oblivion, which we will get to soon, 50% chance to increase the defense of each ally by 10%, stacking up to 3 times. Now this gets up to a 80% chance every time he attacks at level 5 total. And level 6 increases the defense they gain, but only by 1% per stack. It's a little negligible. It's another 3% increase at max rank and max stacks, but it's something, I suppose. On to his relics. His default one, Mirror of Karma, In battle, his debuff rate increases by starting at 5%, going up 2% for the first 4 levels, and then 7 at 6. This one we saw earlier increases his chance to gain Pierce upon attacking, capping at 90% at level 5, and increasing the number of turns at level 6, ending at a 90% chance to give Pierce for 2 turns. Amazing for a DPS build. His Divine Relic, upon attacking, 40% chance to extend the duration of 2 of the oldest debuffs on the target by 1 turn. This will cap at 80% at max rank, so you can choose between these two depending on whether you want them for debuffs more or for DPS more. Next we have our new addition to the Water Sniper pool, Water Lyrae. Here is her Unascended, her Ascension 1, and Ascension 2. Gorgeous as always. Now, she does not come with relics because she is not part of the ones that were in contract summons and such. Those will come eventually in some manner, I would imagine, just not currently. Her abilities, however, her 1, attack select enemy, increases the crit damage of the user and ally with the highest attack power for 1 turn. Additionally, has a 50% chance to trigger Blitz. The first level increase will give this a 10% chance increase of the Blitz, and level 5 as well. Level 6 will increase the buff duration for 1 turn on the crit damage increase for her and the highest attack ally. All around, pretty good increases to the effectiveness of this. Decently high priority to level on her if you're using her. Her 2, cooldown of 3 turns, burst gauge 156. Sadly, that does not go up at all, so you have to rely on sniper equipment to increase that. Attacks all enemies. Each ally has a 70% chance to increase their speed for 2 turns. Additionally, grants the user a divine luck buff for 2 turns that provides a 15% chance to gain an extra turn. This will go up in damage the first 3 increases, and then 5 and 6 will be a buff chance of 10%. I believe this will only apply to the speed increase, which will cap it at 90. A little silly that it doesn't go to 100%, but that might be because that might affect the increase in extra turn. Given it's attached to this ability's text, I will have to level that and see. Experimentation is needed. I would imagine it's purely going to be the speed increase chance. Her burst, spirit cost of 3, attacks all enemies. Each ally has a 90% chance to remove 2 of the most recent debuffs applied to them. Immediately, the first level up will up that to 100% chance to remove 2 debuffs. Then a couple damage. Level 5 will increase the number of effects moved by 1 up to 3, and level 6 will drop this down to a 2 spirit cost. Overall, this gets to be quite the effective debuff purging ability, and easy to fire off with only 2 spirit to use. Your levels will not be wasted on this one. Then we have health and reduced damage from water elemental enemies. We won't be getting into the nightmare difficulty today just because major spoilers, and I kind of want to do that on its own in separate videos. We will, however, be getting into the new raid. Also, your special recruitment things. Water Lyrae for the charity event is going to be in the top here with the hand and the heart symbol. Next to that is going to be the present symbol, which will take you to your 3rd anniversary logins for summons on the contract summon banner. And lastly, you have the doll for Earth Mikhail down here, which will take you to the Earth Mikhail recruitment tea event. New raid is going to be up here above the Calamity's Cradle, as stated before. Here is the interface. Down here you can see the heroes that will provide an increase to your rewards. And it's just the hero in general. You can use any element that's available of that hero. So currently we have, for this first 2-week period, we have Biryu, Lyrae, and Olivia. Also, Mystic equipment will have the blue background now. This has been applied to Shock and Leech as well. Okay, let's see here. I don't really know much about the enemy itself. I probably should have looked at that more. Biryu's not even remotely ready to go at the moment, so I won't be able to use him. However, Olivia's good to go. I just got my Light Lyrae decently ready to go. Water Dragon Knight Helga, Earth Laughless, Fire Lucilica's built at the moment, Light Sifrid because always, and then do Water Joshua. And as far as I know, you only need 1 type of the hero per to get the rewards. Although, let's see, we put another, nope, you can have multiple of the same hero. It will apply the bonus. Additionally, I don't really have any of the rest of them built for this at the moment, so we'll go with this for now, and then we can go right here to adjust each hero's individual Action settings. Skill usage. We definitely want... Okay, can only select one of each of these. We want you, DPSs, to prioritize your bursts. We want you to not use your burst at all because it's not very useful in bosses. You, we want you to prioritize your 2. You, we want you to prioritize burst. You to prioritize burst. The main DPS is targeting the boss. You can handle whoever. What is the difference between freely targeting and random enemy? I don't know. We'll go with this for now, though. Let's see how this goes. Don't entirely know why there's an auto-repeat option as well, given you have to go stage by stage as far as I knew. Well then. What did that crystal ever do to you? Tyrant of Oblivion and Nothingness. We are going to turn off 5x mode. It's not on in the first place. Oh, this is not automatically auto battle only. Interesting. I was under the impression that this would be auto battle only, like every other raid. Well, in light of this, there's that empowerment buff on those enemies as well, but I don't know what those do. Let's look at what the Dark Wendigo does. Okay, it has the extra light damage like the Calamity's Cradle. Immune to all action inhibiting effects. Increase cooldowns and remove buffs. Cannot be removed. Upon receiving damage, action gauge refills by 20%. Not affected by Revenge, Assist, and Blitz. Sap does not exceed 10,000 damage. Ability 1. Attacks all enemies. Fills the user's action gauge by 30%. 2. Cooldown of 4 turns. Attacks all enemies. 30% chance to inflict freeze for 1 turn. Still wish we had that on playable characters. Additionally, 80% chance to reduce each of the target's action gauge by 30%. Devouring Void attacks all enemies. This attack ignores all shields. Ugh. That renders Sifrid a bit not as effective. Still Flare removes all allies' debuffs and increases all allies' attack power by 30%, stacking up to 3 times. Additionally, 100% chance to reduce each of the target's action gauge by 40%. Lots of action gauge reduction on this one. I'm also noticing that it actually has a health bar and seems killable. So this is a weird take for a long time. The Alliance raid boss used to be killable, but the health pool was shared between all Alliance members, so it was a bit hard to do properly when people would like take the easier ones and then the lower level people couldn't do anything. Anyways, let's get into this. To them all, please, Lyrae. Impervious, they said. Oh, this only has 1.2 million health. This should not be that difficult. It is weird seeing that many people on screen. Selectable. Can we chain burst? We can. Yeah, we'll go with these. Although those are still impervious. Oh, there's that glitch again. I'd imagine this gets immensely more difficult as the stages progress, but this first one, at least for full 60 several Ascension characters, this is nothing. And poof, it's gone. So we got a bonus thing that's going to be sold immediately, and a 4-star Zeal Assassin's Ring, which is the one that has chance to gain extra turns. How many stages of this are there? There's 10. Okay. Yeah, that has a lot of space to get much more difficult. Let's take a gander, shall we? That one right there was 82,000. The maximum, 189,000 combat power. So yeah, that's going to take some experimentation and playing through to figure out the best strategies. However, that's going to do that for now. And as we saw before, when you want to go into Nightmare difficulty, it is right here in the difficulty selection on the normal world map. Few things to note. We have your 3rd anniversary special packages here. Be sure to pick up your free one. We have an alchemy banner for Dark Biryu right now. I would wait on this for a couple days though, because now that he's out, we can see that his birthday is on the 25th. So he will have his special birthday banner where you can guarantee an artifact that will enhance one of his abilities for the same price as well. Lastly, we'll go over here to the events page, and either I completely missed it or they didn't mention it at all, but the Avalon Knight training for your total hero levels and the Talk of the Town for comments unlocked have been expanded now. There are immensely more levels to this now, with lots of good rewards. I've had this finished for probably half a year plus at this point, but now Just blam, there's 2 million gold, 1 million renown, and a Mystic Soulstone. So be sure to look at that. And this one, immensely more levels finished on this one. That's several Mystic Soulstones, a Primeval, 650 renown, 3,000 crystals, several hundred elixirs. Nice thing to find. I didn't even know they were doing that. That is going to do it for Lord of Heroes on Nearest Gaming today. I will see y'all in the next video.